Hey, I'm Venus Patel, and this is the first video of my YouTube channel. I've always wanted to start a YouTube, but I feel like I've never had the mental capacity to do so, and I feel like I still don't, but I'm gonna try, okay? I'm gonna give it my best shot. I think I tried to make a YouTube when I was like 10 as well, and it was just like a little gay boy talking about books that he liked. Wasn't really that interesting, but I feel like I'm interesting now. So I feel like it's okay. So for this first video, I just kind of wanted to talk about myself so you guys can get to know me, who I am, what I do, what I'm about. So anyway, I was born in Los Angeles County in 2000. So I'm currently 20 years old. I'm a Cancer, which I feel like is very obvious if you if you just look at me, I feel like you can tell. Yeah. So I'm from Los Angeles, but not like the city or anything like that, which everyone always expects that I am. But I'm from like a little suburb. It's not really known for anything. I think it's most known for having the oldest working McDonald's, and also Miranda Cosgrove used to live there. So now like two famous people have lived there, so I don't know. I come from a pretty big family. I mean, I have 3 sisters and a brother, and now I have 2 nieces as well. So it's always, my house life has always been very, dynamic, dysfunctional. I don't know, but it's my family and I love them. On to what I do. I study fine art at TU Dublin, and I'm going into my 3rd year now, and I love it. I love my course. I love trying different things, which my course allows, like painting, photography, film, sculpture, anything that I can get my hands on, I love to try. I tend to specialize more in is like film and photography, and definitely a little bit of performance art I've been getting into. So definitely go check that out on my art Instagram if you can. Now I'll answer the question that everybody seems to ask me whenever I tell them I'm here. Why are you in Dublin? Why are you in this shithole? You could have been in LA, sunny LA! Which, please, calm down. I don't know why everyone gets so aggressive when they ask me. Jesus. Okay. So people always ask like, oh, did you move to Dublin for a guy? Yes and no. Yes and no. I'll set the scene. 2017, summer. I went to Spain with 2 of my friends from high school, and we went to this like summer camp thing to help Spanish kids learn English. And the program was about 2 weeks, and during that time I met a bunch of people from different countries, and there was a good few bit from Ireland. And it was like during the last week that I was there that I met this Irish boy. And you know how things go, especially with me. I'm someone who gets attached very, very easily, like really, really bad. And I think before this time, I had never felt like reciprocated attraction ever in my life. So of course I like clung on to this boy very hard. And I had to leave him, and it was so bad for me because like the whole flight back home, and it was like a total of like 16 hours, I was just crying. I was crying and crying. So yes, it was very hard for me. And I tried to keep up like a kind of relationship with him the entire year afterward, which was like my senior year of high school, so my last year. And he didn't really want a relationship, especially like long distance. And I was fine with talking to him. Of course I wanted more. Like I was just a teenager. Hormones. So, we talked for months, and of course it wasn't going well because, it was like an 8-hour time difference, and it was just too much to be going on. But the reason I looked into colleges in Dublin was because of him. And yeah, so I was looking into colleges here, and I think I applied for 2 in Dublin, and then I applied to some in America, and then 1 in Paris. And in the end, I think around January of 2018, I figured out that I got accepted to 1 in Paris and the one that I'm at here. And around this time, I'd kind of stopped talking to this guy. Things just kind of like fizzled out. It was just too much effort. And eventually I did decide picking the Dublin one because the course is much broader. And the one in Paris, I think it was only painting, which I would have regretted because, again, I love doing like film and photography. Like I love doing everything. So I feel like if I went to Paris, I wouldn't have been able to explore what I'm exploring now. And a lot of people don't really understand why I'm here still. But the truth is, I love Dublin. I love the people here. I love the course that I'm doing. I love what I'm studying. I do love it all. Of course, there's some negatives and positives, but I don't know. I'm glad that I chose here. So please stop giving me shit for it. Please, Jesus, everyone always oh my goodness. I love being here. So yes, of course, I miss my friends and family. And a lot of people ask me, did I have trouble getting accustomed to life here? And honestly, I don't feel like it was that difficult for me. Ever since I was a young age, I knew I wanted to move like really, really far away. So it was either like New York and then Paris and then Dublin. And so I always had in my mind that, you know, I was going to be far from home. And I came from a house that was not super accepting. It was accepting in some ways, but I wasn't allowed to wear what I wanted to wear, you know, put on makeup, be who I wanted to be. So it was really hard having to hide myself for the majority of my life, I think. And it was just getting worse and worse. So when I came here, I felt really free. You know, I was able to live my life how I wanted to live, wear what I wanted to wear, do whatever I want, not care about what anyone thinks, and, you know, not have to hide myself. And that in itself is just so freeing. So I was so ready for this opportunity to come here and live my life. And again, everyone here is pretty friendly and welcoming. So I did get really lucky with that. And, you know, as a queer person of color, Dublin's not too bad. You know, Dublin's pretty good. There are some negatives that come from being here. I mean, I still have to deal with a good amount of like homophobia and racism. And you know, I am a gay man, but I do come off as femme presenting, so I still have to deal with a good bit of misogyny and, you know, just general harassment I still deal with on a good, at least a weekly basis, I think. But you know, I don't let that stop me because I don't know, I just feel so free, and I like doing what I do, and I don't really care what anyone thinks. And you know, I am glad that I'm here because I feel like if I wasn't living here, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be as open as I am now. So I think Dublin was definitely the right choice for me. Now I can show you a little progression of me throughout the years, starting from like high school to now, so you can see how much I've opened up. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment down below what other videos you'd like to see me do. You know, I'm planning some around like fashion, makeup, living in Dublin, stuff like that. Even comedy skits, I don't know. Anyway, thank you, bye.